my computer freezes when I open up Windows Movie Maker. So I've tried to make a video a couple of different times and I've given up. So now I'm using my camera, and if I can't get it to work on my computer, I can always use my husband's LordTempist. So first things first, I got a package last Friday and I tried to make a video and couldn't, so but it's from Bikermom69 Sue from Minnesota. So she sent me, she knows I love to cook, so she sent me 3 little cookbooks, and I've already let my mom borrow one. She was here this morning. I said, take it home and I'll get it later. So, and she sent me candy, Conversation Hearts and M&Ms and Cherry Tootsie Pops, which are my favorite. If I'm gonna have a Tootsie Pop, it's gotta be cherry. And then this is magnetic, and it's an easel, so I can set it up if I want, but I have it on my fridge. Actually, it's in my hand because my fridge is over there. I wouldn't want my fridge here because my window is here, and then I wouldn't get any light in here. But that might be better because I look better in the dark. Okay, this says, friends are the family we choose for ourselves, which I think is fabulous. So, and it's all pretty spring colors. I like that. And then, I haven't opened it yet because I'm still using up another one she gave me. It's a magnetic list pad to go on my fridge again. And it says, sweet. And it's got little cupcakes down at the bottom. And I love to have a list going on the fridge. I always have a list. And then she sent me a very pretty Valentine card. It opens. Whoop! It's flashing there. Wah, wah. Okay. She might have sent me something else. I can't remember because she had a lot of goodies packed in this little tiny package. I don't know how she did it, but she packed a ton of stuff in an envelope. And then IWalk4tnt Sandy sent me a package because she is the sweetest of the sweet. So I knew what was in it, but I told my kids it was all for me. And then they stood with me when I opened it and freaked because I said it was all for me. So she sent us, and she packed a load in a small envelope too. I ripped the envelope because she taped it too well, but this is the size of the envelope. Oh, hit me in the head, okay? Not that big. Now look at everything that was in it. 5 packs of Nerds. Okay. Little tiny baby gummy bears. Look at how little they are. Can't even hardly tell because of the advertising. You know what? I'm going to have to open it so you can see, because you just can't see in the package. Little tiny, tiny, tiny. Oops, focus. Yeah. Okay. So there's like 5 of those. I'll be showing the rest of the video. And then a foot, a thumb, teeth, and an eyeball. Ooh, that'd be an awesome metal frame. Should take it out and just stick it there. Okay. And then, woohoo, C's cinnamon suckers. And she says they're really spicy. I've not had these before, but I love cinnamon and I love spicy. So, I've got enough sugar going on here. But the reason she sent me a package is, Smiley D. Smiley D made a recipe called pizza soup. And in the pizza soup is one ingredient that, living in a small area that I can't find anywhere. And I realized I'd have to drive like 40 to 50 miles to get to a grocery store to buy this one item, and I can't justify that. So Sandy saw my comment in Smiley D's video and went out and bought me anchovy paste. I have my own tube of anchovy paste, and I am so excited. Imported Italian anchovy paste. Wow, product of Italy. So, I'm going to take a look at my pantry and see if I have everything. And I'm going to be making pizza soup tonight because I had not decided on my recipe on what I was going to make for dinner tonight. So, anyway, those are my 2 packages I got. And then, all last week, my husband at work would take his lunch break and sit. Is the focus going in and out? Oh, move it. Okay. All last week, my husband at work would sit with the newspaper and all the Valentine ads, all the glossy shop for our jewelry here and buy flowers and candy. And he was cutting out different images. He drove the guys at work crazy because they couldn't figure out why he was doing this and he wouldn't tell them. And then he brought all the clippings home, and on Friday night he took me out for a drive, and we left the kids home because they're 10 and 9 and we can leave them for an hour, and they have our cell phones, so, and we never go far. We drive like, you know, within a 20-mile radius, so we can be there within a couple minutes. So, can you hear my clock? My mother-in-law gave me a bird clock. So at noon it's an owl hooting. Means it's time to eat lunch. So he got me out of the house on Friday night, and he left the boys with instructions and scissors and all the clippings, and they cut out 200 hearts. 200. And had the mess cleaned up before we got home. There was not a speck or a scrap of paper anywhere, and the scissors were all put away. Everything, table cleaned off. Then on Saturday morning, Russ said, I've got homework to do. And so he went in to where his computer is with glue and made me a card. It says Happy Valentine's Day in silvery ink. And then inside, look at all those hearts. And it says, we love you. And then he signed it, and he had the boys each sign it too. And then there was confetti in it, all the rest of the hearts. It's a ton of them. So I put them in a little baggie so I wouldn't lose them. And it's on really, really like heavy watercolor paper. So it's gonna last forever. Forever and ever and ever. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing. Something he let the boys help with, and it's all handmade. So I had a really, really good Valentine's. I'm spoiled rotten. Thanks, everyone.